Okay guys, so we're back in Helldivers 2 where we've got loads of news about some interesting things. We've had an announcement from Spitz over on the Helldivers Discord with regards to some more changes that they're looking at making, as well as some secret changes that they made in the recent patch that wasn't announced already. Little bit of an interesting one there. On top of that, mech suits are currently findable inside of the game right now. This is mental. And then we're also going to talk about the controversy of the dev that spoke his mind a little bit abruptly. We're going to talk about all of this news today, and if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor for today's video, Control Freak, the #1 in controller gaming aiming. That's right, we made it rhyme. But if you go down to the description right now, click the link and use code CloudPlays at checkout, you'll get a cheeky 12% off, which is much better than 10%. So with that being said, let's dive on into today's video. So starting off, we had a Reddit post which I think pretty much lays this down to what we've been saying just recently down nicely. It states here, I swear it wasn't like this before. I used to play difficulty 8 and not even there would I get it this bad. This is difficulty 4. I genuinely don't know what to use to take these out. I'm so confused, and it does look a little bit busy, it looks a little bit crazy, and it doesn't look like too much fun indeed. But Spitz actually posted up on the Reddit late last night stating, "Hello divers, I wanted to take a moment this afternoon to let you know that we've heard your concerns over the last few days regarding enemy spawns, enemy armor, and the ability to kill these enemies. As we've said before, our teams are always taking a player feedback and looking at how we can tweak the game to ensure that it is fair, enjoyable, and provides the best experience for everyone. I can confirm that we're currently looking at changing the spawn rates and health pools of heavy enemies, and will be attempting to spread them out more to prevent large spikes of tougher mobs appearing at the same time, as well as making them a bit easier to bring down. Now, this change should go in a hotfix in the future, no dates as of yet." Now that is only half of the message, but that is absolutely brilliant. Essentially what we've having to suffer with right now is that they have nerfed the railgun, they've obviously nerfed the shield, and they've nerfed the breaker, making some things really difficult, especially as you get through to the higher levels, being able to take down armor penetration and stuff like that, and having just an absolutely mental community that's gone bloody wild has been insane to say the least. But it looks like they are definitely going to be looking at bringing it down. As to when that's going to be the case, we don't yet know, but make sure you hang in there, Helldivers, and keep fighting for democracy, because the spawn rates are going down and the shield volumes are going down. So you should be able to take out these chargers, should be able to take out these titans and the bigger enemies a lot easier than beforehand. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, because we're going to be keeping you guys up to date with regards to this patch, or hotfix, or whatever you want to call it, very soon. On top of that though, he does go on to say something which is really interesting. He states in here, in addition, we forgot to mention that the EAT-17 and recoilless rifle no longer suffer from the 50% damage decrease when hitting an armored enemy at a glance angle that deflects the shot. Combined with the upcoming adjustment to health and spawn rates, this should make the larger enemies a little bit less common, instead spawning more chaff enemies to support them, and should allow players to bring these enemies down with a single well-placed shot. Hopefully this leads to less instances of endless kitting and players being left without an effective weaponry to kill harder enemies. Thanks as always for your patience. So just as you guys wanted to write off Arrowhead and go down on them for taking a nerf on your favorite weapons, it seems now that they are going to be bringing down the ray that you bring down the shields and the overall shot damage, as well as that first glance deflective shot when it comes to the EAT and the recoilless rifle, which was a 50% damage decrease, I may add. So realistically, if they start affecting all these numbers really soon, we should see a massive turnaround, to say the least. That's out of the way though. The next piece of news is that we are 93.8% liberated at the point of recording for the major order already. We've still got 2 days left and you guys have just gone nutty. At the point of recording, it is currently 7:41 AM and I have got 130,000 people inside of Tenquan being able to take it out, ready for the mechs to come in play. So you guys have worked bloody hard to make this happen. It's absolutely nutty, but nonetheless, hopefully we should have this major order tied down very, very soon. Although one thing that I am finding strange is maybe it's just me and I might be one of few, so let me know via the comment section, but I have yet to receive the medals for the previous major order, which just has not rolled in yet. Don't really know why, don't know what's going on there, but nonetheless, I'm yet to see them, so maybe that's a bit of an issue still. We knew that that was a problem yesterday, but they did state that they were going to be sorting those out. As to why they haven't been, clueless, absolutely clueless, but hopefully we managed to get that one sorted very, very soon. Next up though, we have got some stuff with regards to the mech suits that you guys are currently grafting for in Tenquan, which is the obviously major order, which is to secure the new line of combat exosuits by liberating the planet where the production facilities are located. Well, apparently, if you are wandering around Tenquan right now, you can actually find the mech suits just knocking about. There's not a lot of them, but apparently there is some rumored to be around. Now, I haven't actually seen them myself. All I can go off of is this Reddit video right here, which has got 4,700 upvotes to it, so there must be some level of truth. It's relatively interesting to see that you could still be able to test out these mechs prior to the actual release of them, which is absolutely mental, and I really like the way that they actually layered that one down without you having to hack into the game, without having to search for files or be able to bring things forward that you shouldn't be bringing forward. So make sure you keep an eye out while you're wandering around Tenquan and be able to take one of those mech suits as your own, because realistically right now this is going to be happening very, very soon. Just during this video alone, we've managed to knock out an entire 1% of the liberation for it, so make sure that you guys are keeping an eye out for those and getting in there nonetheless. Next up though, we have got the developers issue. So there is a post that has gone up on Reddit that states, and I can't actually say that I agree more, this is mental. Essentially, there was a developer that piped up maybe a little bit too loud, said some things he shouldn't have, and the CEO of Arrowhead obviously apologized on his behalf. A lot of people are asking for this guy to be fired, but that is absolutely disgusting. Now, this post right here states, no, developers should not lose their jobs for getting rightfully upset after 24/7 harassment from grown adults acting like children about video games. Bloody men. He made a wrong choice. The CEO is now obviously dealing with it, and his team are now dealing with it, but realistically, should anybody lose their job? No. This post goes on to say, those of you yelling at devs saying it's unacceptable for human beings to be mad at you and calling for them to lose their jobs are the worst kind of person and customer. I pray for the community, team members, developers, and all employees who have had and will continue to have to deal with your whining and harassment throughout the life cycle of this game. I know you're going to downvote me. I know that you think critically about the consequences of your actions or the fact that you are talking to real people with feelings, but I can't sit here and watch people say a man needs to be fired and not at least put on record that you are wrong. 100%, and with 23.8 thousand upvotes, I think the community are pretty solid in agreeing with that one. This guy does not need to be fired. He probably does need to come off of social media or something like that, because realistically, I know full well, you know full well, with me, my job, I know that I'm going to get some hate, I'm going to get some hate comments, people are going to send me messages that I probably don't want to read, therefore, I just don't read them. You will notice that I comment to a lot of comments in the comment section, although I'm selective on what I comment back to, because realistically, some things warrant attention, some things do not. Unfortunately, this developer obviously had a bit of an overwhelming experience with just millions of people playing the game that he was developing and reacted accordingly. It wasn't right, but nonetheless, no man should lose their job down to an impulsive decision that has meaning that they've been beaten down for a long time. So please just be nice to the developers, be nice to the overall people inside of these game industry companies. That's all I'm going to state. While we're at this point though, I am going to be saying that we're giving away a copy of Helldivers 2, or if you've already got the game, giving the equivalent in super credits. We're going to start giving them away over the next few days, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to be announcing it in these videos and continuing to give away some more super credits and stuff in the videos for you guys to see. If you want to get involved with it, head down to the comment section right now and stick a purple heart in the comment section. I think it's applicable right now. A purple heart in the comment section, and let's get some conversations rolling. Now, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. It's been an absolutely mental week inside of Helldivers, and this is just seeming to be getting busier and busier with loads more going on. We now have the main war bond that's going to be rolling through on the 14th of this month. That is literally like 6 days away, and if you guys haven't seen that, then we've already posted up a video yesterday with regards to it. Annotation in the top right corner, or there'll be an end card at the end of this video just to click on and simply watch it. But it looks absolutely incredible, and it's well worth it. I can't wait to see what they bring to the table. There's loads of lasers, loads of energy based weapons, and hopefully they give them a bit of a buff before we manage to actually get our hands on them. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.